The Bob Hope Show, transcribed from Hollywood, California, with Les Brown and his band of renown. With yours truly, Hi Averback. Our special guests, William Holden, Jack Kirkwood, and the Bell Sisters. And here he is, Bob Hope.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, here I am back in Hollywood. Hi, dramatic, huh? I just got back from a little trip to Hawaii, and I had a marvelous time. I didn't intend to go to Hawaii. They got such a complicated flood control system here in California now that every time I try to cross the gutter on Vine Street, I wind up in Honolulu. Thank you, pedestrians. Thank you. I'm lucky to be back, though. My pilot was an Hawaiian, and when we flew in over the harbor, he wanted to dive for a penny. And they held a luau in my honor. A luau, that's a Hawaiian expression meaning as the sun sinks in the west, we say aloha to our stomachs. Oh, boy. I was lying on the beach all covered with sand with just my head sticking out, and a lady tourist from Iowa felt it and said, "Get a hammer, Henry, and we'll see if there's milk in this one." And that hula dance is really exciting. They say that in the hula, every movement has a message. I don't know if that's true, but it sure made it tough for Western Union. And those Polynesians over there are such wonderful, simple people. They think if they lead a good life when they die, they'll go on the Arthur Godfrey program. While I was in Hawaii, I scouted around for a good location spot for the new road picture, The Road to Bali. The scenery in Hawaii is perfect, and after the picture's released, it'll make a good hideout. You gotta think, you know. Thing is in the picture not only because the producer made a mistake. He thought it was belly, not ballet. You know, from the way I talk, you'd think I didn't like Bing. And I like an audience that thinks. Crosby sings in this picture, but Paramount isn't taking any chances. They're going to have Gary standing by in case of a power failure.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Bob just spent a week in Hawaii appearing for the servicemen, and Bob had just returned from the islands, and I was over at his house helping him unpack.
Hey, don't they make nice things over in Hawaii High? Look at these beads made out of coral. I got a dozen strings for the girls in the front office of the studio, and I got several pairs of cufflinks carved out of coconut shells for the fellows over there.
Well, gee, Bob, you brought a lot of stuff for everyone else, so why didn't you bring something back for yourself?
Well, I wanted to, but I couldn't because of a little technicality in the customs law. It seems you can't bring a grass skirt into the country until you remove the contents. I was the only passenger coming down the gangplank whose valise was playing Dreams Come True in Blue Hawaii. Hand me those seashells high in that native spear. I'm going to put those in the den.
Hey, looks like you did get around over there in the islands, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, this picture here. Bob, you've never had a girl this good-looking before.
Hi, that's a mask for a witch doctor. Besides, my girl's ears aren't half that big since she had them clipped by the vet.
Oh, well, Bob, we've unpacked just about everything. I've got to run along. I'll see you later.
Okay, Hi. The nerve of that guy making cracks about my girl's looks. I'm nuts about Charmaine. What a beautiful name that is. Charmaine. Charmaine Finkenstunk. Gee, my secretary, Miss Hughes, hasn't seen any of these things I brought back with me. I think I'll call her in. No, I've got a better idea. I'll put on this witch doctor's mask, and I'll open the door and scare her. There.
Oh, you startled me. Mr. Hope isn't here right now. Why don't you sit down and wait for him, Charmaine?
No, it's me, Miss Hughes.
Oh, good. good, Mr. Hope. Some bills have piled up while you were gone. Here they are.
What else?
Your agent says he thinks he can get William Holden for your radio show.
Well, tell him I'll handle that myself. Bill Holden lives right next door. I can walk over and talk to him. I may make a better deal if I give him one of those ukuleles I brought back from Honolulu. I'll give him this damage one. He'll never notice it. You know, I've taken a couple of lessons. Listen, Miss Hughes. Dreams come true. In blue, you are, dear. In blue, it would never quit until I... In blue... You know, I can have Godfrey here just like that. In blue, you are, I spent that night tonight.
Mr. Hope.
Yes?
You're not thinking of taking this up seriously, are you?
I think so. Why?
Then I better renew your insurance in the Blue Cross plan.
Some people just don't appreciate good music. Well, I'd better get over to Bill Holden's house. Gee, this place looks very impressive from out here in front. I've been waiting for Holden to invite me over, but then he's only been here for 3 or 4 years. Sign says, danger, electric gate, do not touch. 5,000 volts. Oh, I know how to get through those electric gates. I'll just lift the latch with this wooden pencil. Oh, well, my coat looks more casual without sleeves.
Stay, please. Me open gate for you.
Oh, good. It's the Japanese gardener. Thank you.
Also.
Oh. Gee, your shrubbery looks nice, and that hedge running along the side must be the tallest in North Hollywood. Must be 9 or 10 feet high.
Oh, yes. Very tall. Also, very thick.
Very thick.
Yeah, you bet you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Of course. You have more.
No, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Move my light. Oh, yeah. Oh, why did you let it get so tall and thick? To keep out stray cats and dogs?
Yes. Also, keep out somebody next door named Mr. Hope.
Mr. Hope, why would the Holdens want to keep him out?
Oh, many reasons. When Mr. Holden building house, Mr. Hope come over nighttime, steal many bundle shingles.
Well, maybe 1 or 2 shingles, but I'm sure he didn't take very many.
Oh, no? Take a look on top of Mr. Holden's house. One half of top is redwood, and look what we have to use to finish other half.
Gee, surplus army blankets. I wondered why the whole second story flapped on windy nights. Well, I've wasted enough time standing here. I better go up and knock on the door. If Holden's peeved at me, it can't be just because we live next door to each other. He's making pictures at Paramount, too, and there's bound to be trouble whenever there's 2 good-looking men at the same studio. I'll knock again.
Good day, sir. Could I help you?
This may be the United Nations. Yes, I have a ukulele here for Mr. Holden.
What, sir?
A ukulele. Look, I'll show you. Dreams come true in blue Hawaii.
Marcus, I told you over and over, you've got to feed that Cocker Spaniel on time.
What's going on here, anyway? Well, as you know, I'm Bob Hope, and I just got back from Hawaii, so I thought I'd come over and say hello. Hello. No. Open up. Let me in. I want to talk to you.
What do you want?
Well, could I come in?
Well, I guess so. Come on in.
But Mr. Holden...
It's all right, Parkins. The children have all been vaccinated.
Look, I don't know why you're taking this attitude.
I'd feel a lot friendlier toward you if you were a better neighbor. Since I've lived next to you, a lot of things have turned up missing around here.
Are you insinuating that I took them?
Well, all I know is that last year most of the fruit on my trees disappeared.
Yeah. Well, the birds around here eat a lot of fruit.
I know. And according to my wife, you've got the biggest beak in the flock.
Now, you listen to me. I've got a few complaints against you.
Oh, yeah? For instance?
Well, for one thing, during that last storm, the rain came right through the roof and leaked into the living room.
Well, what about it?
Why do you buy such cheap shingles? Gee, Bill, don't be sore at me. Let's be friends. Look, I brought you a ukulele all the way from the Y.
And now, never mind that. And furthermore, I wish you'd quit throwing your trash into my yard. When anybody swims in my pool, they have to stay underwater. Every time they come up, they get hit with a flying beer can.
I guess I haven't been such a good neighbor, but I could turn over a new leaf. Then we could be friends?
Well, sure, if you really want to, Bob. By the way, how was your trip to the island?
Well, to tell you the truth, it was a little disappointing. I went over to look after some interests I have over there.
Some interest?
Yeah. Crosby let me in on the ground floor on a money-making proposition. I traveled 4,000 miles and found out the whole thing was worthless.
Gee, I didn't know you could go wrong with Crosby. What kind of a deal was it?
Well, he sold me 1,000 shares in a pineapple mine. At first, I couldn't believe that pineapples came from a mine, but Bing was very convincing. He even explained that the hole in the middle of the slices came from blasting. Well, I gotta go. My agent will call you about being on my show. Oh, by the way, coming in your front gate, I got quite a shock.
Oh, yes, the front gate is electric. Why don't you go out the back gate? Right over there.
Oh, thanks.
That's it. Now just reach in and lift the latch. I got a little Crosby in me, too.
Here's a very welcome return of those two talented tablet-meeting song wizards, the Bell Sisters, backed by popular request, Cynthia and Kay Bell.
You've got me crying for you. And as I sit here and sigh, say I can't believe it's true. Ooh, I'll tell my mama on you. The little game that you play has made her baby oh so blue. You left me in the lurch. You left me waiting there at the church. Ooh, that's why I'm crying for you. Someday you feel like I do, and you'll be booing too. You've got me crying for you. And as I sit here and sigh, say I can't believe it's true. Ooh, I'll tell my mama on you. The little game that you play has made her baby oh so blue. You left me in the lurch. You left me waiting there at the church. Ooh, that's why I'm crying for you. Someday you feel like I do, and you'll be booing too. Boom.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we present one of the truly great personalities of our time. A man beloved by all. An entertainer who has brought joy to thousands.
Millions.
An artist in the grand tradition. A man whose talent is très formidable. Par excellence.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's true.
And here he is, the promise of real entertainment for any audience, Tony Martin.
Thank you, Hi. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, turn in your ashtray. You're through. Thank you.
You know, Bob, the music business is taking a very interesting turn. What with the new styles of singing and these novelty tunes that are so popular.
Oh, I know. They're really wild. I heard one the other day. It was called, "You Must Have Poured Molasses on My Heart Because I'm Really Stuck on You."
But, Bob, you should hear the doll that's on the other side of the record.
What is it?
Well, it's called "I'm Dancing with Tears in My Eyes" because the girl in my arms is Arthur Murray.
By the way, Tony, there's a sensible little song that my brother Jack wrote with Lyle Moraine for the picture Son of Paleface.
Oh, Son of Paleface.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the wonderful new Paramount picture starring Jane Russell, Roy Rogers, Trigger, and you?
Yeah.
I hear it's great.
Oh, well, it's very kind of you to say that.
Kind. Before we went on the air, he tattooed it on my eyeball. But I didn't know your brother Jack wrote music.
Everybody in my family's got talent, Tony. Jack writes songs, another brother dances, I'm a comedian, but my brother in Cleveland makes all the money.
What does he do?
He's a butcher. He's loaded. Once a year he sends his son out to California for a tan. Say, shall we have a go at the tune for my brother Jack?
Yeah, go.
I hope Lyle Moraine's listening. There's a cloud in my valley of sunshine. Since you told me you found somebody new. There's a cloud in my valley of sunshine. And now I'm lonely and I'm blue. Can't we fall in love again all over? Won't you hold me in your arms just like before? 'Cause there's a cloud in my valley of sunshine. And I hope you'll bring the sunshine back once more. Can't we fall in love again all over? Won't you hold me in your arms just like before? 'Cause there's a cloud in my valley of sunshine. And I hope you'll bring the sunshine back once more.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we present a saga of the racetrack titled Winner Take All, starring William Holden, assisted by Bob Hope, the Laurence Olivier of the $2 window.
Steady high, no ad-libbing. Don't be independent just because you got a job lined up. Lather boy at the Turkish bath. Just read the announcement. Give him some music, Les.
We take you now to the racetrack. Not the grandstand where the banners are flying, but back to the barns and the stables, where the real life of the track is carried on. Our central character is a man who makes his living as a jockey's agent.
That's me. My name is Feedbag McCoy. I'm a jockey's agent. Right now, I'm in a bad run of luck. I'm so broke that lately I've been sneaking into the stables and eating the oats. I guess I've been eating too many oats. Now, no matter where a fly lights on me, I don't have to move. I can twitch him off. Gee, if I could only find a jockey, a good jockey.
Oh, excuse me. Are you Feedbag McCoy?
That's right.
Did you put this ad in the paper? Wanted someone who knows how to win a race against big-time competition?
Yeah. You a jockey?
Jockey? Well, I thought you wanted a running mate for Cherry Coke.
Go on, get out of here.
Just a second, Feedbag. This guy might be just the one we need.
Yeah. Hey, you. Do you think you could get down to 97 pounds by Thursday?
97? Sure.
How much do you weigh now?
212?
How can you take off 115 pounds in 2 days?
Haven't you heard of Rye Crisp?
You know, McCoy, now that I look at this guy, he might be a spy from one of the other stables.
Me?
Yeah. If you haven't done any riding, where'd you get those bow legs?
Well, I used to be a tree surgeon, and I didn't have a ladder.
Okay, kid, you're hired. Put your suitcase in that bunk over there.
That's how I met the famous Feedbag McCoy and became a jockey. McCoy wanted me to start from the bottom, so he made me work in the stables, live in the stables, and sleep in the stables. But he fed me pretty well. Every day I had 2 chlorophyll sandwiches and a large glass of Stop-S. It was coming up to the big race, and I had to get in condition, so McCoy sent me over to the jockey's exercise room. All I could see in the room was a man standing on his head. I walked over to him and said, "Hey, what's the idea of standing on your head?"
Prevents fallen arches, boy.
Oh, not Kirkwood, no. Well, I got to get in shape. I'm going to ride in the big race Saturday.
Aren't you a little chubby for that sort of thing?
Well, I guess I would have to take off a few pounds to be a jockey.
You'd have to take off a few pounds to be a horse.
Are you the athletic trainer?
That's right, son. And I called you son because it's shining through that hole in your head.
I'm ready to start. What do I do first?
Well, you can't exercise in all those clothes. You mind if I take off your shirt?
No, I guess not. Gee, this is a nice place you got here.
Oh, this is the most up-to-date gymnasium in America, boy. We've even got parallel bars.
Yeah, but all gymnasiums have parallel bars.
One for scotch and one for bourbon. Now, first, I'll hold this stethoscope to your chest. Breathe in.
Okay.
Breathe out. That's fine. Congratulations.
For what?
You'll know in the morning. I'm a spy for your draft board. Now, remember, I'm very particular who I train. You have to pass a difficult entrance examination. You must answer all these questions. First, do you have muscular reflex coordination?
No.
Do you have 20/20 vision?
No.
Have you supernormal reflexes? Have you above average hearing? Have you first class stamina?
No.
Have you got $10?
Yes.
Shake hands, boy. You made the grade.
Thank you. It was the day of the big race. I figured I'd win the handicap because I had the horse for the best breeding. Cherry Coke. Cherry Coke. It was out of fizz water by large burp. A big crowd had turned out for the handicap. I was proud as I rode into the paddock. I'd been a poor kid all my life, and here I was dressed in jockey silks. Silk cap, silk shirt, silk pants, and underneath burlap shorts. Feedbag McCoy came over to me and said,
I got $10,000 bet in this race. If we win, we'll be rich.
I'll do my best to make the horse go fast, sir.
Oh, he'll go fast. I got electric batteries under the saddle. I fed the horse a bucket of benzodrine, and instead of a whip, I want you to use this ice pick.
This would sound very suspicious, sir, if I did not know that you were honest.
Well, good luck, kid. I'll be waiting at the finish line.
This race will start any second, folks. They're all lined up, and there they go.
My horse was the first one out of the starting gate. In no time at all, I had circled the track and was back in the starting gate. Get boy! We were going past the grandstand for the first time. My horse was running on 3 legs. I could never break into the habit of waving bye-bye to the crowd.
The horses are going down the straightaway. They're really moving.
Come on, Cherry Coke. You gotta win. Keep going.
Look, Cherry Coke is going around the first turn.
Yeah, and Hope's Nose is going around the second turn.
Gee, Cherry Coke, we're 100 lengths ahead, and we're going to win. We're going to win the big handicap. Gee, only a few yards to go. What happened? Somebody shot my horse.
That's right, boy, I did.
But Cherry Coke almost had that race won. We'd have been rich. Yeah, but why did you do it?
I couldn't let you win, boy. If you'd won, you'd have got ambitious. You'd want to be the greatest jockey in the world. And it's all so foolish because you're not going to be a jockey.
Why not?
I forgot to tell you, I'm also president of your draft board.
Thanks for being with us, and join us again next week, same time, same station. This is High Aberback saying so long for Bob Hope and the whole gang. See you soon.